Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be doing another Dimir Tempo League on Magic Online for Legacy. And this is the list that I played. Um, it's pretty much the same list as my last video that I got a 4-1, except I think I swapped out the Toxic Deluges for Massacres. And I was pretty happy with the list. I lost the trophy round to Energy, to Boros Energy, to the homie epinephrine, and I did massacre them, and then they just like dumped a bunch of stuff, and it's just a very hard matchup, which is why I'm playing the massacres. But yeah, I was really happy with the result. We beat combos several times this league. So yeah, let's jump right into the video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Round one on the draw, and Omnitel player, but it's from years ago. Um, hmm. I'll keep Bloodstain Mire pass. So let's get basic island here and ponder. Okay, these cards are fine. So we'll go land, Bowmaster, Brainstorm, no. So the plan here is to Bowmaster them and then try to slam Kaito. Okay, Raucous Theater. Maybe this is Reanimator. Brainstorm. Okay. So this could be Storm. This could be Grixis, Tempo or Control. Alright, here they fetch. Burning Wish. Well, that's unfortunate that I have no counter spells. Thoughtseize. I could Wasteland them, hold up Brainstorm. Take them off black mana. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, they do have a black source. Alright, let's brainstorm here. So could do land Bowmaster. Draw the Bowmaster. Shuffle away the land. So let's do that. Land. Bowmaster. They take the push. Maybe they have Squelcher. It's not what I thought they would take. Burning Wish. What the heck is going on? Alright, let's play Polluted Delta and pass. Squelcher. I guess this is maybe Storm. Six Murktide. Can also Flow State. Let's Flow State here. Okay, so we're gonna grab Push, Force of Will, and we're gonna. I don't want them to know I have Push. I guess I can just push it now. Attack, push it now, start pushing damage. Let's do that. Another Squelcher? Okay, Squelcher with a different art. Mox Opal. Yeah, I can't even do anything. Okay, they're dumping their hand now. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay. I'm also going to play out the Tameo because that'll help me Kaito next turn to get exactly lethal. Because let's say they block the Squelcher. I mean, they block the Bowmaster. So that's 8, 9 plus 3. So that's 12. Okay. Maybe they forgot about Bowmaster. Lion's Eye Diamond. Maybe they just had to brainstorm. Couldn't find a way to kill me without doing that. Gamble. Sure. Okay, here's the Echo. And then here's their last card. And then they're going to Echo anyways, even though I have a Bowmaster. Well, they think they're going to Echo. Force. And now they're dead. It's a little complicated because they have Squelchers. Probably not a Bilbo matchup. Maybe I could leave in. Maybe I want Brazen. Do I want Bilbo or Brazen? I actually think I want another answer to Squelcher. Right now I have 2 push, 2 Hydroblast. So, yeah, let's just do this. I'm gonna mull this hand. Okay, this is better. Uh, put back the tap land. At least I can Thoughtseize. Wasteland them twice. Alright, here's Lion's Eye Diamond. Mox Opal. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Well, that's unfortunate. Face down card. I think I'm just dead. Okay. Another one. Guys, well. I'm dead here. Okay. I'm gonna take a push out and put in a brazen. Alright, I'm gonna keep this hand. They've been a Chromox. Okay, we draw Brainstorm. Which is pretty good. Brazen. Brazen land. Tameo flip. Alright. We should be able to get it from here. Okay, they play Badlands. Okay, here is a Burning Wish. Let's daze here. So here we're passing because Tameo can be pitched to force a negation. and I want to hold up Hydroblast. And I played this in case I want to surveil. Okay, let's see what they got here. 3 mana for a Barragoyf. That is annoying. I guess let's draw a card here. Maybe we draw Force of Will. Storm Pivot into Barragoyf. Okay. Yeah, can't do anything about that. Kind of wish I had the Brazen Borrower. Tamio will get hit for 3. Well, I could play the Tamio. Could also Flow State. That's for 1 card. Let's try to ult here. I guess I should have surveilled first to see what I would draw. Consign to memory. Do I care about consign to memory? I think I'm going to keep the consign to memory, and I'm going to play Tamio here. Tamio's my blocker, and we still have a pitch card for Force and Negation, and still holding up Hydroblast, and we also have Surgical. So the plan here is to ult Tamio by any means. Question is, do they also have Bowmaster? Which is possible. Okay, here's Lion's Eye Diamond. Here's Chromox. Red. So here's a gamble. Could counter the gamble. Yeah. Let's go ahead and counter the gamble. We're very close. Question now is there 1 card Bowmaster? Alright, they scoop. GG's. Alright, round 2, and this is a known Reanimator opponent. I looked them up, and sure enough, they are a Dimir Reanimator player. So Okay. Okay. So, they usually don't reanimate on turn 1, so I think I'm gonna keep this hand. They don't play Lotus Petal. All right. Tameo. Oh, they played Tameo too. Do they play Wasteland? They played 2 Wasteland. Hmm. Well, they can't go Thoughtseize Reanimate because they got a basic island. So, if they play 2 Wasteland, the chances of them having a Wasteland are pretty low. I'm gonna play Tameo here. Let's see what they do here. Basic Swamp and Bilbo. Do they play Daze? No Daze. They play Force of Will though. Draw Wasteland. Let's brainstorm here. Okay. Could either Thoughtseize or push. So they're playing Bilbo, so I don't think they're on Reanimator. So let's put back mm, put back Wasteland. Wasteland. Flow state. Let's get basic swamp here. And do we care more about the Bilbo or the Tameo? Let's get rid of the Bilbo here. Okay, they ponder. So they can flip their Tameo if they crack the clue. Brainstorm's not a bad draw. Let's Thoughtseize here. Ooh. Okay. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. So Bitter Triumph. Let's play a land. Hmm. It's pretty good. So they're gonna get it back. I can't do anything about that. So they discard Archon. So Tameo's dead. They can attempt to reanimate. Okay, here's a reanimate. So let's brainstorm here. Put back. Maybe it would have been better to, well, now in retrospect, yeah, but maybe it would have been better to just Bowmaster, kill the Tameo, and then attack Ninjutsu and Kaito. I guess I can hardcast Kaito as well. So we'll put back Bowmaster, Kaito. Well, I guess I can get rid of some cards. Bowmaster. Let's just go Bowmaster Kaito. And then I'm gonna want to draw the Kaito and hard cast it and tap down the Archon. Discard a card. So maybe I just discard Ponder and then next turn I can Bowmaster and Bilbo. Well, I guess they have a Wasteland. So let's get basic island here. Hardcast Kaito. Tap. Okay, they draw a card. They brainstorm. So they can't Wasteland us. So we just cast Bilbo and then hold up Bowmaster. Okay, here they surveil. Uh-oh. Been in a Traxa. They reanimate. Damn it. Main deck I can't really deal with in a Traxa. Tap it down also. Guess that's the only thing I can do. Brazen Borrower, Flooded Strand, Ponder, Brazen Borrower, Animate Dead. Okay. So here's a force. Do I want to Bilbo here? I think I am. Let's see if it resolves. Tap down the Atraxa and pass. Flooded Strand. Force of will. What can we do? Archon's about to untap. I don't think we can really do much. We can attack. Can attack and brainstorm. Yeah, let's just attack at them, I guess. And yeah, so let's brainstorm. Okay. Days, land. I guess I go force. Alright, let's play an 8/8 Murktide. 2, 3, 4, 5. But then they just reanimate it. Wait a second. Should I have just not blocked and then swung for lethal? Did I just punt that? Because I would have taken 6, gone to 2. Okay, so Edict, Brazen, Force Negation. I'm going to cut the baubles to make room. Cut 1 Bilbo. Alright, I'll keep this. I wonder if they'll pivot here. Probably against a blue deck. Okay. Let's take their. Let's take their Let's take their ponder here. Let's try to slow them down. Draw another Bowmaster. Play Polluted Delta. All right, let's play Tamio here and pass. Is this Brazen? Bitter Triumph. So they decided to take damage. All right, let's daze here. Oh, I see. Their chart of course is especially bad. All right, Bowmaster number 2. Nope, not happening. Got him. Alrighty, so I didn't see any reanimate stuff. So maybe they're mostly pivoting. Still have push. We have an edict. We have a borrower. But perhaps it's hard to cut any cards. And it feels weird to cut force a negation because I feel like a lot of times they still have some of the reanimation package in there. Draw a third Thoughtseize. Okay, so here they're gonna brainstorm. Chart a course. Ponder, brainstorm. Okay. They have a wasteland. That sucks. Okay. Let's take brainstorm here. Okay. Here they wasteland us. And they ponder. So now I have to decide if I want to Thoughtseize them again. They do shuffle. Or if I want to ponder and look for more lands. So we do find a land. So let's get basic swamp here. Thoughtseize again. And let's take their Thoughtseize. Okay, they ponder here. They decide to surveil. Surveil away a land. So their hand is chart a course. Okay, so we draw force. Let's Thoughtseize again. And take the chart a course. Ponder here. So we're gonna grab days. So we're gonna go Bowmaster, Wasteland, days, no, and pass. Bilbo's fine. Okay, they surveil again. They've been a land. Play the swamp. All right, we're gonna hold this other Bowmaster. In case they Bowmaster us, so we can Bowmaster back. Okay, so there's a good Bowmaster target. Yes. Alrighty, GG's. Round 3 on the draw. A lot of on the draws lately. Not sure if this is the same person. This always happens when I look this person up. It doesn't have the underscore, but anyways, Sneak and Show from back then. I'll mull this. This I'll definitely keep. And what do I want to put back here? Maybe Baragoyf. Flooded Strand. So let's Thoughtseize here. Do I daze this? Sure. Emrakul, Show and Tell, Force of Will. Well, we're taking Show and Tell. Really glad that I dazed that. Be kind of screwed if I didn't. Because they just go Show and Tell Emrakul. Snuff Out's a pretty bad draw. Alright, let's Thoughtseize again. Try to grab their Force of Will. Ooh, there's a Sneak Attack. So let's grab Sneak Attack and pass. Draw land. Alright, let's ponder here. Okay. So we'll go push, Bowmaster, force, no. We'll get basic island and play Tameo. Their hand is Emrakul Force. So if they show and tell, I can force, and they can't force back. If they do it right now, I mean. But now they drew a card, I don't know what it is. Okay, so let's attack here, and then we're going to flow state. Flow state is turned on. Spell Pierce. I think, yeah, let's let that go. I'd rather for sure have force if they draw show and tell. Okay, here's a brainstorm. Let's let that go. So here we want to draw land so we can Kaito and then dig for another blue card. We did find a land. So let's go ahead and Kaito here. Oh, I guess we got the blue card from Tameo. Oh, okay. Nice. So we'll go top. Oh man, I meant to do. Oh no, I did it right. I did it right. Because we can pitch the ponder, and then next turn if we need to force something. And then next turn, we can Tamiyo plus Brainstorm and flip Tamiyo. Okay, here they ponder. Volcanic Island. So they did not shuffle. Let's brainstorm here because I want to shuffle away this snuff out. So we'll go snuff out land. Tamiyo flips. Okay. They're at 12. Surveil 2. Graveyard. And graveyard. Draw another blue card. And we Thoughtseize. So let's take the stock up. Wonder why they didn't stock up last turn. Okay, so here is a stock up. They're probably gonna pitch a Traxa. Yeah, so let's force pitch Ponder. They do not force back. Let's see what they're drawing here. They're drawing a Traxa. If they don't, let's get back Thoughtseize here. Let's leave them with 2 Atraxas after they draw. And we draw Force of Will. Let's ponder. Murktide next turn. So let's go push. Murktide. No. Land. Murktide. No. And then let's pass. Okay, so we draw the land. I guess we should have gone. Well, it doesn't make a difference. So they did not fetch. So they had their hand is double Atraxa. If I swing for 4 now, they go to 5. It's still not lethal in 2 turns. If I go for 4, they go to 5. Okay, so let's plus here. Draw Wasteland. I should have drawn a card first. Would have been nice to Wasteland them. Okay, so their hand is double Atraxa. I think if I force this, I win. So let's force pitch Murktide here. And then we swing for 5. Unless I kept track of it wrong. Okay, so keep 1 push in for Squelcher. Hydro Negation Brazen. Let's just keep Bilbo in as a blue card. Could maybe put in Surgical, cut a Bilbo. I don't know about this hand. They mole. I'm gonna mole as well. This is better. Got a brainstorm to dig for stuff. We can put back a Murktide. Basic Island. Nice. So we draw Force of Will. Probably the best draw. Alright, so they're just land passing. So another force. So maybe we put back land, Murktide, land. No, I think I want all the blue cards. Alright, let's Bilbo here. They don't fetch. They don't want to get wastelanded. Okay, here they brainstorm. They play a basic mountain. All right, let's cast Brainstorm from the graveyard. Okay. I guess here we put back Surgical Tamio. And then, so they go to 18, play a Wasteland, and pass. Hold up Bowmasters. Hold up Bowmaster, force Hydroblast. All right, so here is a stock up. So let's force here, pitch Murktide. All right, resolves. All right, let's Bowmaster here. Let's ponder. Hmm. I would like to surgical them. I could surgical them, take the stock up. I do want to wasteland them. Maybe I just put Bowmaster on top, try to go kind of all in. Use Tamio as a pitch. So let's go surgical, ponder, Bowmaster, no. And then let's go ahead and attack. No. Hit them for 4. And I didn't cast the oh wait. I forgot I wanted to wasteland them. I should have put ponder on top. Is this Squelcher? They decided against it, whatever they were casting. Okay, so do 4, they go to 7. Or they'd go to 10, 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, no, 10, 9, 7, 6. No, 5. Take 1, and then they take 5. And then it's lethal next turn. Or we can try to find more protection. Alright, let's go ahead and cast Ponder. Okay, here's Force of Negation. So we'll go Ponder. No. Ponder. Ponder, Surgical, Force of Negation. No. Draw, Force of Negation. They go to 7. So they could have Brotherhood's End. I'm not sure if they'd bring it in against Dimir. So they bin a Spell Pierce. That's interesting. That tells me they probably have another Spell Pierce. Black mana Thoughtseize. What the heck? Black mana Thoughtseize. Sure. I have double force, double blue card. They could take one of my forces. It's a pretty good hand. Take force of negation. Alright, here's Squelcher. Let's kill the Squelcher. Here is Spell Pierce. Can't be countered. Ooh, I can't counter it. That makes sense. Okay. So, no. No. Alright, we are very, very close. Okay, so let's take stock up. Let's see what's in their hand. Emrakul. So I think we have it here. Because we recast the Hydroblast from the graveyard. And then we hit them for 4. Destroy target permanent if it's red. Pay 1. Yes. Squelcher dies, and they take exactly 4. Alrighty, GG's. Round 4 on the draw. And this opponent has some stuff, but it's from the beginning of the year and last year. Mostly is it, but there's some like other stuff. I'm gonna keep this hand. Okay. Okay, Delver. So blue black Delver. Alright, let's ponder here. Okay, we did find some lands. I kind of want to keep both of these lands instead of fetching. So we'll go Murktide. Misty, Polluted Delta, no. But should probably Thoughtseize here. Can find some other lands with our cantrips. Okay, so this is blue, black, red. Whoa, Stifle. Okay. Well, don't care about the Delver and DRC. Don't care about the Force. Probably just take a cantrip here. Alright, let's take the Ponder. Okay, so they brainstorm. That's why I took the Ponder, not the Brainstorm, because the Brainstorm could potentially lock them. Okay. So here, Ponder, Thoughtseize. Do I want a Tameo? Or do I want to brainstorm for more lands? I think I'm gonna brainstorm here. They have a Force of Will. Okay, they force pitch Stifle. Okay, they found a Ponder. And they shuffle. Now they found a Bauble. Still digging for lands. All right, let's try to dig for some lands ourselves. Okay, so we're definitely going to keep the brainstorm. And let's grab a Thoughtseize here. So no luck with finding a land, but we can flow state again next turn maybe. All right, here's a Delver. All right, there's a land. Let's play Tameo. Let's Thoughtseize here. They force pitch Ponder. So I don't know what's in their hand, but could be a Stifle. Oh crap. They bolt. Sure. Reveal Lightning Bolt. Um, Murktide. Oh yeah, they brainstormed, so their hand is just Lightning Bolt. I think that I'm gonna brainstorm here. Maybe I can find a daze. Did not find a daze. Murktide's pretty bad for me. I can play a bigger Murktide. So I think what I'll do here is I'll put back Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize. Second one doesn't matter. So theirs is full size. So I can also play an 8/8. It's kind of my only defense here against the Murktide. So I do have a flow state here. So I can leave a sorcery, that'd be good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Murktide versus Murktide. I will definitely block. All right, let's Thoughtseize here. They bolt me, and their hand is a land. Okay. All right, let's go for Bilbo here now that we got the lightning bolt out of the hand. Hope they don't draw another lightning bolt. Okay, they play Underground Sea. Let's surveil here. Uh, Sure. I think I'll keep a Force of Will with the flow state. So here's a flow state. Keep Force and land. So I can flow state again or hold up Bowmasters. I'm going to hold up Bowmasters here. Okay. Let's flow state here. We will keep Days, Tameo, and then can flow state again. Yeah, they see the writing on the wall. Okay, so we got Hydroblast, Push, Edict, Baragoyf. Take out those. I guess bring in Brazen. Take out a Thoughtseize. Days. And a Bobble. Alright, let's do that. Alright, this hand looks fine. I'm going to keep this. Draw Bowmaster, that's a good draw. Basic Island. Hydroblast. Okay, they surveil. Okay, we draw Brazen. We're just going to hold up Bowmaster here. They probably have a Lightning Bolt. I'd be very surprised if they don't. Okay, there's a Lightning Bolt. Alright, let's play a land first. Get them scared about Kaito here. Alright, we're gonna go for Bilbo here. And could have Stifle, but not gonna play around that right now. Alright, let's ponder. I do like these cards. So we'll go Baragoyf, Thoughtseize, land. No. And we'll pass. Okay, they did not have a bolt for Bilbo. Here's a wasteland. They bobble themselves. Okay, so here I'm going to Thoughtseize them. Force of Will, Murktide. Take the Murktide. Yeah, let's ponder here. Okay. I think that I'm going to get the land here. Go Brainstorm, Baragoyf, land. Because then they can't wasteland me on their turn. And next turn I can start doing Baragoyf stuff around days. Okay. I think I'm gonna Thoughtseize them again. Nice. So they're gonna be left with Force Volcanic. Yeah, because if I didn't do that, then my Baragoyf would get countered. Alright, here's Baragoyf. And they're pretty much dead at this point. Alrighty, GG's. Alright, trophy round. We are on the draw. What's up with this on the draw every single time? Yeah, so this is a known Boros Energy pilot. And we have to mull here. I guess I'm gonna keep this. I don't want to go to 5. Put back a land. But I'm not happy about this hand. Okay, luckily they don't have a turn 1 play. Okay, so we draw push, which is pretty good. Arid Mesa, Plains, Mountain. Okay, there's an Ajani. Alright, let's get a swamp. Push Ajani. Dang it. Drew another land. Here's Bombardment, which is pretty bad for me. Land. It's flow state here. So we do find a Thoughtseize. Guess we keep that. Let's attack first. 4 cards in their hand. The thing that's so good about Boros is the mana base is so good. Alright, we take the only card that we can in their hand. So they've been a Squelcher. Okay, they play a Wasteland. Must have not drawn anything good. Okay, we draw Murktide. Alright, let's attack here. Put them to 14. They have plenty of mana, but I'm just gonna Wasteland them. Alright, and I'll just pass here. Okay, I think they're flooding out. Alright, here's a push. It's pretty good. But really, I just want to slam this Murktide, but I'm pretty sure they have like a swords in their hand. I know they have Caracas, so their hand is Caracas mystery card. Alright, so here is Raptor. Voice of Victory. Yeah, I'll have to push that on my turn. Now I just gotta hope they don't draw a Johnny. One, two, three, 4, 5. If they draw a Johnny, it's game over. Alright, they had the swords. I go to 23. Lazotep. It's a good draw. I do have the massacres. They can reanimate. Voice. Voice would probably be the best for them. So probably the voice. They're choosing a Johnny. So for those of you that don't know, uh, these token creatures have no backside. So if one of his cats were to die right now, and he chose to flip a Johnny, it would just fizzle. But it looks like they know that. All right, let's brainstorm here. I hmm, I can fetch and brainstorm again. I think wastelanding at this point is kind of hopeless. So let's put back wasteland, and then let's fetch the wastelands away. And let's brainstorm again. Okay, here's a flow state, but it would be for one card. So I want to get full value out of it. No, I already played a land. So I guess I'll put back land, and I'm gonna wait till next turn when I can fetch and get a fresh look at 3 cards. For now, I'll hold up force. Block the Ajani, it's the most damage. Take 4 here. Alright, here's flow state. Put a card into my hand. Alright, I guess it's bobble. That was a horrible flow state. Alright, what you got, man? Ocelot Pride. Am I countering an Ocelot Pride? Probably. Here I take 8, which is quite a bit. Go to 7, so they have lethal. All right, let's go ahead and counter this. All right, need a miracle here. Land is not a miracle. All right, let's see if these massacres are going to prove their worthiness in these 2 slots. Edict. Push. Hydroblast. Maybe Brazen. Force Days. Days. I don't like Kaito. I don't think I like Bilbo in this matchup, really. But it's a blue card. No, I'm taking out the forces anyways. Let's keep it in. Yeah, this looks fine. Alright, give me some massacres. Okay. I'm gonna keep this hand. If we can find mana, this hand looks great. I think I'm definitely fetching basic island with this land though. The last thing I need is to be wastelanded out of the game. Alright. Basic island. Brainstorm. Alright, there's another land. And 2 wastelands. So I guess we'll go land, land. Maybe I'll just flow state here. Playing the wasteland so that my black source doesn't get wasted. 1 card. Well, I guess it's Baragoyf. Any order. So my hand is all top end and removal. Alright, let's see what they got going on. 2 mana. Here's a Squelcher. Sure. Draw flow state. Could slam Baragoyf or play flow state. Alright, it's Uncle Barry time. Okay, here's Sand Scout. Oh, nice. They bricked on a land. We found another land. Yes. So here, push the Squelcher, push the Sand Scout, and then Wasteland. Or I can play Baragoi, Wasteland a Lazotep. So let's Wasteland this thing because of a Johnny. Play another Baragoi. Yep, here's the Ajani. Okay. So we push the Squelcher, push the Ajani. Okay, so we have a flow state. So we want to leave a flow state and a push in there. Guess we could have taken the push out too, because I'm probably going to push one of their things. All right, we got it. Very stressful matchup. All right. Yeah, let's run it back here. Uh-oh. They keep 7, I have to mull. This hand I'll keep. Put a card on the bottom. Card's gonna be Wasteland. Hopefully I don't regret that. Doesn't look like I am at this moment. Okay, here is Guide of Souls. We draw Bowmasters. Play Tameo and pass. In retrospect, I should have probably put the flow state back and not the Wasteland. Okay, so here's an Ocelot Pride. I'll probably have to Bowmaster that. And here's a Swords. Okay, another land is good. Okay, basic mountain. Uh, actually, should probably counter the bombardment. So, guess I'll surveil here since I already fetched. Another land. So no. Yeah, bombardment is very hard to beat. Okay, they didn't have another creature to jump. I definitely need to kill Ocelot Pride before I untap again. Alright, there is a flow state. Okay, there is a Johnny. So let's Bowmaster the Ocelot Pride here. So Massacre looks really good right now because just their little 3/3 will survive. So maybe let's try to dig for a Massacre with a flow state. Alright, give me a Massacre, give me a Massacre. One card in my hand. Well, I guess I'd take Ponder here. We do have a Snuff out now. Alright, give me a Massacre. Come on, come on. Yes. Alright, so Wasteland. So this is a Ponder. I need to make sure I don't do the whole Ponder flow state mix up. So Wasteland, Tameo, Massacre, no. Alright, let's fire this baby off. Bilbo doing the Massacre again is gross. Alright, there's a Johnny. There is Raptor. No. Well, I guess we could find another Massacre. Ocelot Pride. So I think I have to take 3. Alright, so now Flow State grabs 2 cards. Alright, give me a Massacre, give me a Massacre. 2 cards in my hand. I'm just dead. Okay, well, I play Bilbo, they attack for 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say I block Raptor. They hit me for 3, 5, 6. Alright, I'll scoop here. GG's. There you guys have it. 4-1 league. Almost got the trophy. I was very, very close. Energy matchup is pretty bad. But yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Catch you guys next time.